How's it going there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the internet? My name is Dolphin Square, coach of the Red Spark Vikavolt, and welcome to the third season of the Pokemon Masters Cup. So after the disappointment of week 1 against the Master and Gastronomers, I really had to step up my game in this week's battle against Blue Rock of the Grimbsy Town Grimers. So let's have a look at his team first. So looking across Blue Rock's team, it does have 3 assigned Z Crystal Pokemon: Entei, the legendary from Johto, and Slowbro and Dragonite, which are really bulky Pokemon in their own right. Entei is capable of dealing with my Steel types with or without the rain, making it really threatening, so I do have to be careful about that. Not only that, he also has, I'm not too sure how people actually let him pick these up, but he has 2 regenerated users, Among Us and Slowbro, which allows him to switch up a lot between the 2 of them and the rest of his team, where he can wear down my Pokemon as well as recover some health for Among Us and Slowbro. Not make it, well, basically they won't be knocked out that easily. Of course, he also has fast attackers like Weavile, Raichu and Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl, which can set Stealth Rocks and has high physical attack potential. And Weavile and Raichu does have access to Fake Outs and Feigns, which can negate Focus Sash users or any protecting Pokemon if they are like very low health and trying to wish, perhaps. Weavile particularly does threaten Thundurus T and Celebi, so that's something that I do have to be careful about. Not only that, he also has Beware, which has the Fluffy ability, and Dragonite with the Multi-Scale ability. These 2 Pokemon, their abilities make themselves bulky and not really easy to take out, so that's something that I do have to be careful right there. They would be able to serve their attack and to be able to deal a lot of damage to me, so that's something to be of concern with. And finally, another note is that he does have Hook Bar, I think it was the Confined form. It works as a defense pivot. Although its typing is weak to Ghost and Dark, it is capable of dealing a lot. It can take a lot of damage, a lot of well, not so effective, not really effective. I guess it would be like not super effective damage, I guess. When it would be really hard for me to answer that because I don't have a lot of answers to it. Of course, I completely expect him to bring in Entei's, Among Us, Slowbro, Weavile before the match begins. But there is something that I would like to take note, is that he is weak to rocks. Though he has Sand Slash with Rapid Spin and Aerodactyl with Default, his team is pretty weak to rocks, and that is something that I would like to take note before bringing on my team to this battle. So anyways, that's pretty much a preview of the Grimbsy Town Grimers. Let's move on to the team we're going to bring against to fight against the Blue Rock. So first up, named after G Portents from the Gundam Build Fighter Tri series, is C Portents Celebi. This is a matchup that is not really ideal considering what I have done in the analysis against the Grimbsy Town Grimers. It's pretty weak against Weavile, to be honest, but to fight against it, I actually have HP fighting, specifically to counter a Weavile switching perhaps. Of course, being a grass type, this is Gen 7 after Gen 6. Celebi is immune to Among Us Spore. So it can fight against Among Us to an extent, and it can also fight against Slowbro and Sandslash. Of course, its ability Natural Cure is able to allow it to take status for the team and neutralize it by just switching it out. Basically, Celebi is going a bit more offensive this time around. As you can see, the spread, the EV spread, the live walk, and all the different Psychic Giga Drain moves. I really want to bring Celebi because I'm sure that he will probably bring along a couple of Pokemon that are weak to it. So that's why I'm going to bring along Celebi Portents for my first Pokemon against the Grimbsy Town Grimers. Of course, bring to this matchup is going to be one of the rain duos that I'm going to bring along. Rain DN is back and it's going to remain as a rain setter for this matchup. The set is very similar to what it is last week. I do replace leftovers with damp rock so as to extend the rain duration because it does not support Zabanya enough, which I'll talk about later on. Of course, the sets are all the same: Scald, Ice Beam, and Encore, Toxic, and it can even counter Entei. Basically, if I have a Steel type and he brings in Entei, I'll be able to switch out, set out the rain, and take a Sacred Fire. Even if I'm burned, that's completely fine. So Rain DN is my second Pokemon that I'm bringing along for this matchup. Moving on along, of course I mentioned Zabanya is back once again with the Dragon MZ this time. And I do know that through calculation, Dragon MZ does not deal with Dragonite pretty easily. So things like Iconium Z or Dragon MZ would be it would be a lot better against Dragonite. But both Z moves bring the HP of Dragonite to the red, so that's something to take note of. Of course, it is a Swift Stream Sweeper, it can sweep in the rain, and all its moves are specifically put into Zabanya to deal with many of Blue Rock's Pokemon. So moving on along, we have Gusion back, Gusion in Fortress. This time we have Leftovers and Overcoat's ability. I'll talk about it in a little bit. Of course, the role of Gusion is has a setup and removing, well, pretty much the Sandslash, Stealth Rocks, or perhaps Aerodactyl. Of course, it is able to fight against Weavile with Gyro Ball, so it acts as a secondary counter against that. Overcoat is chosen instead of Sturdy. It doesn't allow me to lift a Flare Blades or any special attack in the rain, well, water type attacks in the rain. But it does allow me to actually take Among Us 4 attacks pretty easily, thus neutralizing it. So in a way, it is kind of my primary option to switch into for Among Us. And of course, Gusion is on the team because I need to win the status and the heads up metagame. That is why I do have Toxic Spikes next to Stealth Rocks on this Pokemon. So of course, Gusion is my fourth Pokemon for this matchup. Member number 5 is going to be a new Pokemon that you guys have not seen before. It's Agrissa the Ariados, named after the mobile armor Agrissa in Gundam Double. Agrissa, of course, is not really good in a sense, but being able to Sword Stance, access a Sticky Web, and being able to bait and pass its Sword Stance to a physical attacker, it has pretty much two roles to fulfill. First, a Sticky Web setter, slowing down any fast threats that could potentially pretty much bring down any Scarf users down to normal speed. But the secondary role is using Sword Stance and bait and pass it, like I said, to a physical attacker. Sucker Punch, if Agrissa is in a pinch, is going to help me deal priority damage if in danger. And Insomnia, of course, is a good switch in to Among Us Spore. So leaving me about 3 options to switch into against Among Us. So Agrissa is my team member number 5 for this week. Last but not least, we do have Seravi back, but with a different setup. It does have leftovers, it does have a specific special defense spread to allow it to leave certain moves and special attacks. But its bulk and physical attacking role is its primary role for this week. Of course, with Leech Seed to allow me for more recovery along with leftovers. Of course, Acrobatics is going to be pretty useful against Among Us, and Stone Age and Earthquake will be able to help me deal, well, coverage damage against the other Burox Pokemon. So, Seravi is my final Pokemon that I'm bringing along for this week. Alright, that's all the time that we have for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think of the team that I've set up for this week. Of course, if the battle video will be coming out very shortly, so do stay tuned to that. As well as, well, check out Blue Rogue's channel for his team building analysis in the end card in this video. And as well as check out other coaches and Pokemon Master Cup channel for more PMC news and of course coverage. Until next time, guys, it's Dolphin Squid signing out, and to you guys, square the fun and have yourselves a wonderful day. Goodbye, everyone.